Hey friends, it's Paula with Hey Let's Make Stuff, and I am so excited to share this new tool with you. This is the xTool M2, and it is an amazing laser cutting machine. I am just so impressed with it. I am pretty new to the laser world. There's a lot that I don't know and that I am learning, and this machine is so easy to use. I was shocked. Honestly, as someone who had never even set up a machine on my own before, a laser machine, it was just so easy. And they have a starter project that can get you going right away, and it kind of walks you through the whole process and shows you different things in the software. And I was just really, really impressed. I had a lot of fun playing around with this. I did some test cuts on a few different materials to try things out, to see what it could do. And I'm excited to share some of these fun projects with you. So first of all, I just wanted to talk about some of the great features of this machine. So it has two cameras, which is so awesome for taking pictures of what's in your machine to help make sure that you're printing where you want and cutting where you want on your materials. Another great thing is that it has the ability to print and cut, which is super cool. There's a printer head that you can switch out for the laser and print on different materials. I've been having a lot of fun trying some things and made a few mistakes along the way, but that's okay because that's what's really fun about it, is trying different things, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't. It's actually not super huge. I would say if there's any con to it is that it is a big machine, and that makes it a little more difficult for somebody who might not have a dedicated craft space, because then you would need to have a dedicated storage space for it when you're not using it. It does have a great filter that you can get with it, and that helps when you're doing cutting inside, that it'll filter out the air for you. But it also has an extra attachment that you can get that it will filter from the machine, and then another hose if you want to vent it out a window. And that's so great. If you don't want to get the filter, you can also vent it outside through a window, which is awesome because that just gets the fumes out of your house to make it a safer crafting experience for you. Sometimes I use the filter, and sometimes when I'm closer to the window, I'll just be like, you know what, I'm going to save my filter the work today, and I vent it outside. You always want to make sure you're using the laser in a well-ventilated area. All right, so I'm going to share just a few of the crafts that I made. Like I said, I did some test cuts. I kind of played around to see what I could cut, what I could print on, everything like that. Here, the very first project that I made was okay, I'm gonna do this, was this cute sign. So I am, like I said, laser newbie, and so I was a little intimidated. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna use shapes. I'm gonna use shapes and fonts that are in the software for xTool already, because I didn't want to do anything too complicated, too crazy. So that is how I came up with doing this. I was like, let's just make a cute little summer sign. And so I just cut it out, and then I painted it, and it's turned out so cute and so fun and so much easier than I was expecting. So I thought that was really fun. The cutting process did not take long at all. I think total cutting process was probably about maybe 10 minutes. It just doesn't take very long, which is wonderful. This is a thinner basswood, so it didn't take a lot of laser power to cut through it, and it made it a really fun and quick project. I could see doing something like this if you're having a craft night. It would be easy to cut out a lot of these things at once and then get a bunch of friends together, and you guys could all make crafts together. All right. And then I did some engraving. I had this cute little notebook, and it's kind of like a faux leather. And so I engraved on it just for fun. And this was actually something that I practiced importing an image. So I just typed something out in Canva in this cute font, and then I imported it into the xTool software, and it turned out great. It was so much fun to make, and I'm actually going to give this as a little gift. It says, "Times when I was right and nobody listened." I think as moms or parents in general, we all kind of feel that way sometimes. So the next thing I wanted to try was the printer option on here. And so this was something that I made that I just thought, it's just a little wood medallion that I had, and I just wanted to try and see okay, how's this gonna print on wood? How is it gonna look? And it actually looks so good. So I just did my daughter's name and a flower just to kind of see how it would print, how the colors would look. There is a tiny bit of bleeding, but like nothing that would make me think that, oh, if this was something she really wanted, that it's like, oh, it's not good enough. I thought that it was really good and it printed really well. So I did try printing on a little like cotton pouch that I was like, oh, this will be fun. Like put a name on it, see what happens. Well, I did my daughter's name again. Didn't turn out quite as well. The printer has to get very, very close. So when you are printing something, you tape it down into the machine and to make sure that it stays in the spot that you want it to so that there's no shifting or anything like that. That is what happened on this. So this fit perfect. As you can tell down here, it started at the bottom and it moved up. So as you can see, it looks great. It started great, but then this part up here was too thick. And I didn't pay attention to that, to the clearance of the printer head. So as we got to the very top here, you can see it pushed where was supposed to be the top of the A. It shifted, and so it printed the top of the A over here. But that was a lesson learned on making sure that we are paying attention to clearance heights and to how thick of materials you can cut and print on. So next I tried the print then cut feature and I made this cute little sticker. This is a really cute design that we have in our design library, and so I'll link that below. But I just thought that it was actually really cute. It worked out really well. Once again, super smooth process. So it'll print and then you'll switch out the printer head and then it will cut. And I thought that turned out great. So if you like making stickers, this is a great option for you. Okay, so as I said, this machine can print and cut, can also engrave, all that kind of stuff. So what lasers can do before, but the printing option is pretty awesome. So I want to kind of show you how easy it was to, first of all, set it up. Like there was next to no setup there. Depending on the bundle that you get, almost everything comes inside your machine. It's packaged so well and so nice. So I thought that was done really, really well. So when I unpacked it, it was probably a 10 or so minute process to unpacking everything out of it and then getting it set up and starting to make my first cut, which I thought was really cool. So I'm going to show you how easy it is to switch out from the laser to the printer head. So this right here is the laser. And I just want you guys to see how easy this is. So this works all on like a magnetic system. So this just pops in here super easy. You literally take it out of the packaging and you put it on here and it just snaps right on. There is a little connector right here that goes down to the machine so it knows whether you have the laser tool or the printer on here. So when you are disconnecting that, so you just pull that out. So as you can see, it's just a little like USB-C connector. And then this literally just pulls off. You do have to give it a little tug because I mean, it snaps on. So those magnets are pretty hefty, but you can see right there, there are those two magnets and that is literally what holds it in place, which I thought was just so cool. So you just pop that off, you can set it down. And this is what the printer cartridge looks like. So when it's printing, this piece will come off. There's a little sponge in here that kind of helps keep everything in moist and to keep your printer heads clean and safe. So that is on there. So when you're loading your ink cartridge into here, you will take that part off. However, so when that's on here, once again, we are just snapping that into place. And then you connect the little connector piece right into there so the machine knows that you have the printer head in now and it is ready to go. Now I'm going to show you the cool part of when you're printing. This automatically pulls this cover off and replaces it. So when you start printing, it moves over here, pulls the cover off, and then it will print. And then from there, it'll come back to over here and snap that cover back on. That's not even something you have to do, which I thought was so cool. So I'm gonna show you what that looks like. All right, I know, super cool, right? I love it. You can see that there's another camera view, and then I'm gonna lower this just a little bit. So, and that's where the top camera view is. That takes a whole picture of what's inside the laser so you can make sure that you're positioning your design where it needs to go. All right, so the laser that I have is a 10 watt. With the 10 watt, you can cut up to 3 millimeters in thickness, which is awesome. You can do so many cool projects and so many cool things with that. You want to make sure when you're using your machine that you're following all of the safety tips and guides that they have for you. We already talked about the filter system, either having the desktop filter or filtering out a window. That is really, really important so you're not inhaling any of those fumes. You also want to make sure that you go through the little safety guide that they have in the software. When you download the software and you set up your machine, it'll kind of take you through some really important safety information to make sure that you're using your machine correctly. Another thing that I would really stress is make sure that the materials you are using are compatible with a laser cutter. You don't want to be using things that could possibly start a fire or cause really toxic fumes that even with a filter could be real bad news. So make sure that you are using the proper materials with your machine. It's also really important that you never leave your machine unattended while it's in use. Sometimes the cuts take a while. Like if you're cutting something that's more intricate, or if you're cutting something that you have several different designs on one sheet of wood, then it's going to take longer. If it's a thicker material, it's also going to take longer because it'll take more passes and more power. You don't want to just walk away while it's doing that. You want to make sure that you have like a fire extinguisher and even maybe like a fire blanket in case something were to happen. I didn't have any strong fumes with the materials that I was cutting and engraving on, so that was really nice. I did use my filter and did vent outside. So it's really, when you're using the proper materials, it's really not bad. This is obviously not a tool for children to be using. A good way, if your kids want to craft with you, is you can have them help you design something. So it was really fun for me to create something in Canva and then import it into the software. They also have great fonts and fun shapes and things that you can use within the software to when you first get started. So that's one way if your kids want to laser craft with you, that is a great way to get them involved. So they aren't doing the part that's maybe a little more tricky, but they can help you create the designs. My bundle also came with the rotary tool, which I'm so excited to use. I cannot wait. There was so much to learn about this machine. I wanted to make sure that I kind of got comfortable with it first, and I will tell you it didn't take long to get comfortable, and I already have so many projects in mind of what I want to do. Now, who is this machine for? Well, I will tell you, when I first opened it, I was intimidated. It's something that I'm not used to using, so I was just kind of like, oh my goodness. But as a newbie, it was very easy to use. I was very impressed with that and very excited to dive in and learn more. So if you are a laser user and you've had other lasers and maybe you're looking for an upgrade, this is a great upgrade. I would even say for people who have a small Etsy business, this would be a great tool for them because it can handle a lot. It's a really great and sturdy machine, but it's also for the hobbyist too because it is easy to use. Like I said, it only took like 10 to 15 minutes to get it all set up and start using it. I was shocked by that. So you don't have to be a super scholar at laser machines. It is easy enough to use that somebody who is not familiar with lasers, this girl, can use it very quickly and get started making fun projects from the get-go. The size, it is a little big, but not beyond desktop size. Make sure that if you don't have a dedicated crafting area, that you have a dedicated storage space for this, because you don't want it to be getting knocked around. You don't want a bunch of stuff setting on top of it or anything like that. And you definitely don't want to take the chance of anything getting spilt on it. So if you don't have a dedicated craft space, make sure you have a dedicated storage space for it. I was so impressed with this and I cannot wait to use it more. I'm really excited to try new projects and try things I haven't done yet. I've already dove into the printing and cutting out some thin wood and doing some engraving on a notebook. So I am very excited to go even beyond that and make more projects and share those with you. If you have anything that you're like, I am dying to see a laser project of this, let us know in comments and we will do our best to see what we can come up with. Thanks for joining me, and if you found this video helpful, we'd love for you to give us a like. Also, if you'd like to know more about laser cutting machines and everything fun and crafty, make sure that you give us a follow. We can't wait to see you back next time.